As an MSP, keeping your accounting process streamlined and smooth is non-negotiable. If you are using Xero or QuickBooks as your single source of truth for all your invoicing needs, you can now integrate them with SuperOps to manage all the invoicing processes for your services with ease. To set up the integration, navigate to the Marketplace. Click Integrate next to QuickBooks Online. On the configuration page, click Connect to QuickBooks Online. On the authentication page, enter your QuickBooks account details. Your QuickBooks account should now be connected to SuperOps, and you can now start importing your taxes from QuickBooks. You'll see two sets of information: a list of all taxes in QuickBooks and a list of all taxes in SuperOps. Here you can map the taxes from QuickBooks to existing taxes in SuperOps, or create or ignore taxes. Once you are done, click the Import Tax Rates button to start the import process. Please ensure that the tax rates in SuperOps and the tax rates in QuickBooks match. Now you need to import customers from QuickBooks. Click the Import Clients button to the right. Next, you'll see two sets of information: a list of customers from QuickBooks to the left and a list of clients in SuperOps to the right. Here, you can perform three actions in the process of importing your customers. You can map customers from QuickBooks to existing clients in SuperOps. You can ignore customers from QuickBooks and choose not to import their information onto SuperOps. And you can create them as new clients in SuperOps. Once you're done, click the Import button on the top right to start the import process. Once you've got all your clients on board in SuperOps, the next step is to import service items and keep your service catalogs in sync. The next step is to map payment methods in SuperOps with QuickBooks. You will see a list of payment methods in QuickBooks and SuperOps. Here you can map existing payment methods in QuickBooks to the payment methods in SuperOps. If a payment method doesn't exist in SuperOps, you can either add or ignore it. Once you are done, move on to the Settings tab. Here, you'll find the options below to set up a deposit account, map your invoice IDs, and enable bidirectional sync between QuickBooks and SuperOps. When you sync SuperOps with QuickBooks, you'll need to select a deposit account. Please note that if you do not set up your deposit account, your payments will not be pushed to QuickBooks. Next, select whether you'd like to map the invoice IDs created in SuperOps to QuickBooks Online while pushing invoices. Next, you can enable bidirectional sync between SuperOps and QuickBooks. Doing this enables you to choose SuperOps or QuickBooks as the single source of truth for all your financials, and also ensures data accuracy. If there is no existing customer or service item in QuickBooks when pushing invoices, a new customer or service item will be created and mapped, and then the invoices will be pushed. Now, you need to set up separate income accounts for non-inventory items and service items. Next, you can choose to map all items under any category in SuperOps to a specific item in QuickBooks. Doing so prevents the creation of a separate service item in QuickBooks each time a new service item is added under the selected category in SuperOps. Once you are done, hit Save. You can manually sync the invoice once it has been created. Once the invoices are sent to your clients, SuperOps pulls in information to keep you constantly updated about the status of the invoice. Now, on the invoice settings in SuperOps, both on a global level as well as on the client level, you can set if you wish to automatically push the invoice generated in SuperOps to QuickBooks. Enable the toggle as shown to do so. Enabling two-way sync will create invoices in QuickBooks for unmapped clients or service items, and the invoices will also be pushed